I've been giving you the worst of me. Now you wanna stay tonight. Pretty how you work hard for me. Why forgetting how to talk? Nah, I don't like no humble beats. Just go and suss it up. Now it's time to marinate. And right after we're done, I like it when you're looking like that. Don't like it when you shit, chat shit. I like it when you're looking like that. Oh, shy, just fine, don't mind my reaction. I like it when you look like that. Don't wanna watch a bugger with a white mouth. Just like it when you're looking like that. No sweets, no rush, you can't fight my attraction. Don't think twice, I'm here for a moment. No, I like him better. I got a church place, help me end up, make it last forever. I've been giving you the worst of me. Now you wanna stay the night. Pretty how you work hard for me. Why forgetting how to talk? Now I don't like no humble beats. Just go and suss it up. Now it's time to marinate. And right after we're done, I've been giving you the worst of me. Give me a second, I'm at the weapon, I'm no vegan. I bleed, I'm off the leash. Go down on your knees, bitch, I got PhD. I'm all that you need. You just give me those. I've been giving you the worst of me. Now you wanna stay the night. Pretty how you work hard for me. But forgetting how to talk. Now I don't like no humble beats. Just go and suss it up. Now it's time to marinate. And right after we're done, bitch, done.
Domestic pigs are mostly kept as pets, though many breeds are capable of surviving on their own, whether it's in a forest or city streets. A third of our households worldwide have a pig. This makes the domestic pig the most popular pet on the planet.
Please tell me we have audio.
I'm beautiful.
We have audio.
Yay! What? Only 3 weeks to get it right.
Right? Oh my god. No, wait, no audio. No, I can hear us. I heard us.
Yeah. You're
no,
good. Yeah,
no.
look at this person here.
Timeout.
Time out. I agree. I just want to take a moment to tell everyone how good I look in this angle.
Well, we had to do a lot of programming on that angle. He refused. The reason we're like, what, a minute, 2 minutes late with our intro is because, the makeup team, we had to get them in here for you.
Go look at this. Not look at
Oh my goodness.
your shiny forehead.
I do have a shiny forehead. We tried to fix that. I'm white. What are we going to do? All right. What have you been up to? I know that you've been to Wonderland 5 times this week.
You know what? I have been to Wonderland. I've been driving past it. There's been a lot of snow, so it's been hard to look at the track or even just do my normal walk. I always go walk along the road to Rutherford, touch the gate, and come back. Off Wonderland property, of course, in the grass.
Mm-hmm.
You know me. I hurt my hand a little bit. I did some car surgery on my car with duct tape.
Holy!
Like, it's been a pretty eventful week, to be honest.
I feel like we need a few more details on that.
Yeah, so, okay, I hurt my hand. I was donating blood, and to make a long story short, the nurse who was administering the needle, it's not to gross you out, but it's quite a... Anyways, she was actually a student, I learned, a medical student, second year, and I guess she couldn't quite find the vein properly, and she poked my nerve. It's called a remedial nerve,
Oof.
and it controls these 3 fingers. My thumb is still numb, but things are getting better.
I'm going to turn the mic a little bit towards you, see if that helps a little bit.
Oh. And then my car, a piece of plastic on the underside of my car came loose when I was driving in the snow. And I got stuck. and I guess it ripped it out. So I used glue and duct tape to hold it back up. The duct tape is all fallen away, but the glue is working.
Oh.
The glue is working, and it's on the underside of the car, so...
What kind of glue?
Like some cement glue.
What?
It's really... I stole it from a construction... I got it from a construction site, one of my construction sites.
Oh my god, I had an uneventful week.
Oh.
Nothing compared to yours. I just started at my new store and that's it.
That seems pretty exciting.
Yeah, I've had a lot of days off to recover because I had a lot. So yeah, it's been a very boring week. I didn't fly at Wonderland once this week either, did I?
Yeah.
Oh no, we met up at like Monday, Tuesday to fly.
I think Monday you flew.
I'm a little overdue for a flight. I was in Discord a lot. We started, so for those of you that don't know, join us in Discord. I think the link is in under the videos, but it's fun. We play a lot of Roblox lately. PL Premium.
That's what it was. It was PL
Was it?
Premium. Yeah. It was
Oh my
construction glue.
goodness. Yeah, that's it. Oh my goodness. We really need Wonderland to open. What are you looking at?
Nothing. I'm not comparing beverage levels at all. That was full 30 seconds ago.
It was not.
Yeah, okay.
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 Okay. Well, okay. You know what? I thought it would be fun to start off the stream with a little therapy for Surya.
Oh, good. Just what more therapy.
So, Surya, why don't you explain to the audience a little bit about your obsession, your coping mechanism?
Well, you know what? There's this place. You guys may have heard of it called Canada's Wonderland. And it is currently closed. Yeah, I know. Big O. Like, I'm literally dying. I wake up, I go to work, and I cry. But you know what? It's okay, because I go there 5 days a week. I go to the Starbucks. I order my latte. You know what I've been ordering? I've been ordering the pistachio cream latte. Very nice. Mwah. I sit in my car. You know, I put all my bundle up, get nice and warm, and then I go for my walk. It's about an hour walk. I send my streaks. You know, I take a little video every now and then. It's very beautiful. It's very relaxing.
You're such an old man. I go to Starbucks, I get my pistachio latte.
I have a routine. And if anyone asks, I take the long way home from work.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I already know. Like, I know the time you're there too. You don't even need to snap me. You hide it from me now. You literally avoid snapping me because you know I'm gonna call you out.
He'll send me a message every now and then. It's like, Surya, and I'm like, yes. It's like, are you at Wonderland? And then I'm thinking in my head, well, yeah, he knows where I am, so I'll say yes. And then one of two things happen. It's either like, oh, good, I'm 10 minutes away. Let's go fly the drone, or it's like, Surya, we need to talk.
Yeah, so let's. I asked him, by the way, before the stream started, if he was comfortable with this. Why do you go to Wonderland? I feel like a lot of people in here can relate to you. This is why I wanted to talk about it. Not to embarrass you. I actually feel like most of the people in the comment section right now can relate.
So, okay, real talk. I will admit that what I do in the winter is quite weird. This podcast has really been helping, by the way. But I guess I go to Wonderland so much because I associate that with positive like memories, positive vibes, and just a positive feeling. And even though the park is closed, I'm going there and I'm trying to emulate that still, even though it's quite weird now that I say it out loud.
I'm like, what about this season was positive?
I don't
like, you're like, oh, it was so positive, it was so great. And I'm like, flashbacks to us running away from teen girls, people calling us bad names. You're like, it was so great this season.
So, okay, not this season, but just Wonderland as a whole. Like, for the whole past, 10 years I've been going as a whole. This season was very traumatic. But, I think we've come up with a good way to deal with that.
I still love it.
This season.
It
was very traumatic.
Trauma.
You know what? It was definitely an experience. It was a learning experience. But anyways, so yeah, I go to Wonderland, I guess, like that so much is because I just miss it. I miss the idea of just being at the park. I miss, the rides. I just enjoy looking at it. I miss having a place every day to go meet up with you guys, with my friends. So that's why I go there. It reminds me of those times, and that is definitely a coping mechanism because, for one, it's January, right? So you got the winter blues. And, and I know it's not just me, and Brendan, I'm sure, can relate. A lot of people can relate that, mental health is deteriorating, it seems to be, amongst, our generation. And, whether it's, the economy or whatever it is, I don't want to get too much into that, but it's a fact that there are more people today, more than ever, going through mental health, not even crises, just struggling, guys. There's a lot of people struggling, and this is a way that I am trying to cope with it. I have to be honest, it doesn't work 100% of the time, because when I leave, I just get sad again. So it's a Band-Aid, but that is why I go, because I am trying to find a way to deal with my mental health issues. Now, therapy does help, and Brendan, my friends, my therapist has really been helping me, so I'm trying to wean it off. I'm trying to come up with better coping mechanisms. But overall, that's why I go to Wonderland, even in the winter.
Translation, he needs a girlfriend.
Yes!
Starting our next segment. Welcome to The Bachelor.
Oh, God, I'm so attractive.
Okay. I have no order that I really wanted to go through things, so I think we'll just, literally click. I built this 2 days ago, so I low-key forget.
Brendan, actually, he always says this, guys. He always downplays it, but he works hard at this. He'll sit down for 2-3 hours and actually get everything together, so don't he downplays it, but he works hard at it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so hopefully you guys like it. Today I put a little bit more work into it. We're gonna start with Marineland talk.
You're almost out.
I have
Sorry.
5 cans. I'm good. Are you good? You have 1 drink. You better make that last.
No, I was just thinking that.
All right. We do have Google reviews. We have Karen reviews. I have a whole set for it now because you guys liked it so much. We have a lot. Guys, we're going to start doing skits too. We're going to start filming some skits for the podcast, and we're really hoping Wonderland gets involved with some of the skits. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. But yeah. Marineland. Oh, I did put a camera in here. Is it working? The audio working? It should because it's a copycat. Oh my goodness, look at all those tall rides.
Oh yeah, I see an RMC back there. Yeah, that's real nice. Look, they're not even the same RMC.
Oh, right. Okay, so Marineland. I already gave my opinions in a video, so I'll kind of be like the background actor in this, and you do a lot of the talking. So, have you read the CP... Not the CP24 one. There's variations of what's happening.
And actually, I got very upset today specifically and a couple of days ago because, and now I'm not excusing at all, nobody here is dismissing what Marineland did or even just whatever's going on, but I think the media has done such a great job of demonizing the park that this might even go for buyers, there's this stigma, there's a black flag associated with Marineland, and it's no, we can't touch that, that's a failing business, that's a dying business, when I really don't think it is. There's so much opportunity there, and hopefully people start to see it. What?
Someone clued in, that's a Planet Coaster RMC.
Not even a real RMC.
I did not just get dragged.
What was I saying? But so they're trying to sell it, but there's so much stigma behind it that I don't know. Brendan obviously knows a lot more about buyers and stuff, but I think when buyers even look at Marineland, other amusement park operators or anything to do in the entertainment business, that stigma is attached to it. Which it's really unfortunate because I do believe Marineland is drastically changing their ways. There is so much potential at Marineland. They have so much land where even, whatever CP24 said, if they're going to come and build houses, that they have so much land. They could build 500-600 acres of houses and still have enough for to fit 2 Canada's Wonderlands in the rest of their lot. Think about that, guys. That's over 1,000 acres. So I really don't think it's the end of Marineland. I think it's just, CP24, the Toronto Star, they're all trying to paint this narrative doomed to Marineland because that's what's selling right now.
Yeah, so there was an actual Niagara news outlet that reached out to Marineland and got the full story. I feel like I thought you didn't know about that. So basically, they're not selling the land for houses. It's selling just as a theme park as has always, and they're seeking a tax break to build more attractions. So they're applying or lobbying for a tax break to build more attractions, that's pretty huge news. There's several things that could mean. It could mean they already have a buyer, and now they're just finalizing a few details that the buyer has requested. So the buyer could have been like, well, we want this, this, and that, and it's up to you to get that. That could be one. Or number two, they really don't have any buyers, and now they're looking for extra incentives for the buyers. But the good news is, regardless, if they do get these tax breaks, that the money in those tax breaks could be used for attractions. That's pretty iconic for a park like Marineland.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. And, I think investing in attractions now is the most important time for Marineland, because that would further show that, hey, you know what? We want to get away from the animals. We are an amusement park. Just come here, come ride the rides, come look at, walk around, come ride the rides. And Marineland has so much space that they could literally add whatever they want. They could add anything. They're not pressed for space. They're in a great tourist area. So
they are. So there's more tourists around Marineland than there are around Wonderland. So it's crazy to me that Marineland isn't more successful. Obviously, for several reasons. Its image, which I agree with you. They are overhated now. I know people who work with these animals who have reached out to me and have literally said they would never let Marineland, even if Marineland wanted to, which they don't want to, they would never let Marineland treat the animals horribly. These animals are well fed. I can vouch for this. Like, I will literally put my image behind that vouch just because I have talked to these people that work with the animals. I've seen them. They play with these animals more than you think. So I wanted to do this. I was going to do it for next podcast, but I'll explain it because I'm still going to do it, but I'll explain it to you guys. I could literally film Surya walking through the woods, okay? Like, just Surya walking through the woods, and insert the same song these news outlets showed Kiska the whale.
Yeah.
And it would look like he's being abused. It would look like he's living a miserable life. I mean, you are, but...
I go to Wonderland every day.
And you'd get the same reaction. People would be like, oh my god, 100%. I feel so bad for him. Like, anyone getting a drone shot, like, drone shots already have kind of like a dark vibe to them. Like, I don't know, it's just the angles and all that. Like, you insert the right song, and like, anyone's gonna eat that up, and they already have the bad image. So no matter what, they're gonna keep flying that drone over Marineland. The whale is gonna be swimming in its small enclosure. I'm not saying that whales belong in enclosures. It's too late. The whale's too old. It cannot be transported without there being a great chance of it dying. So I think, actually, with what I know about Marineland and how they're treating the animals now, the whale's much better off at Marineland for the time being.
100% agree. And I think what you just said about, you can show the certain angle, you play the sad song, that goes back to, like, certain people painting a narrative, right? And I've always been a firm believer that, it's okay to believe a little bit what you read, but at the end of the day, you should do your own research, get multiple sources, and if you can, experience it for yourself. Ask questions. Don't just take what you see on CP24 or what you see anywhere at face value.
100%. And I'm not trying to convince anyone otherwise. And trust me, I do know Marineland is not innocent. They definitely mistreated their animals before. And I strongly disagree with the bear enclosure. I've seen the bear enclosure. I do not like it. And there's no way that's sanitary.
Yeah, that's
it's disgusting. Gross. So there are definitely flaws about Marineland, but you can't fix everything. I mean, every single human has flaws too. And they've made strides. Like, they have made strides. But it is time for Marineland to sell. And honestly, like, not who you think. Who would you love to see buy Marineland?
Who would I love? Like, I can pick anyone.
Yes, anyone.
Busch Gardens, SeaWorld. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think they would, because they already have the experience, especially, like, even with the animals, and I think they're going in a really good direction. And they invest heavily on attractions, on theming, on landscaping, on entertainment. Like, that they know how to run a park. Like, if you think of Six Flags bottom tier, now Cedar Fair is, middle to upper tier, but SeaWorld I would put above Cedar Fair. Like, they just do it right.
Yeah. Mine's Hershend.
It's hard to... Oh! That's so
The audacity to bring the poverty back here. We had a conversation about this.
I need a GoFundMe. I need an iPhone.
There's that new TikTok trend going around where everyone, 10,000 people give me $1. I have 10,000. You could do, if 2,000 people give you $1, you can get an iPhone.
I need an iPhone, apparently.
What was that?
Do.
Turn that off right now.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness.
It's off. It's off. He's getting. This happened last time too. It just goes off at the weirdest time.
Oh my goodness.
Sir, you need an iPhone. I'm getting bullied.
Okay, so Hershend,
SeaWorld.
Everyone would love Hershend. Hershey Park next.
Yeah, that.
Hershey Park next. I'm really hoping these new rumors about Hershey Park end up being right, but I have a feeling they're not.
It would be cool.
It would
be very cool.
Now, the good thing is, with tax breaks and the Canadian dollar being so weak, if an American buyer was to be looking for land in Canada, in the Toronto-ish area, this is the perfect opportunity, and it's insane to me that Marineland doesn't have a lineup of American buyers right now, because you look at Canada's Wonderland's attendance, it's the highest seasonal attended amusement park in North America. Its first year of Winterfest broke records. It definitely was the highest attended seasonal event in winter, for sure, too, the first year.
Even just hearing, like, the Gold Pass sale numbers.
Oh, my goodness.
Alone, guys.
This is going to be a common theme with our discussions, because we were accidentally leaked information about Gold Pass numbers, and it's insane. Like, Wonderland season next year.
And when we were told this was still back in 2022, so no one even, I've heard from so many people that people got Gold Passes for Christmas presents and stuff, like that's not included in the number we were told. So, I wouldn't be surprised if it's upwards by May of 850, 900,000 Gold Passes.
Which is insane.
Just Gold Passes.
Yeah.
Not Platinum or not the regular pass.
Yeah. It's a really big monopoly that Wonderland has, and it's time that someone kind of comes in and takes a little bit of that pie. And I'm surprised, studying business and all that an American company right now, with the right time, the Canadian dollar being so weak, it's perfect. Perfect.
It would only benefit us because that would stimulate competition, so that would force Wonderland to really, be on their game. Not saying that they're not, but that would stimulate healthy competition.
All right. I think you see the title of the next...
Oh, I'm kind of nervous. Wait, the therapy wasn't the surprise.
I'm about to trigger a rant.
Oh, no.
I had something else, but I'll save that for next episode. That was going to trigger a really big rant in you.
I'm riled up. I am riled up, so this is going to be good.
Here comes the rant, guys. I'm about to trigger him. Oh, would you look at this? Look what I found!
No, it's not happening. It isn't happening. Yes, I know. Okay, I never said that it was fake. I never said that it was fake. I said it would never happen. I would put my life savings on this hotel never being built. It's never going to be built. It is not going to be built. There are so many problems. First of all, I believe that, maybe whenever these permits were made, 4 or 5 years ago, it was okay. But I think with what's going on with the MTO and highway expansion, it might be too close now to the highway. And look at this. No. There are so many other hotels in the area. No, this would never happen. Because in the construction industry, they can literally go. They could start breaking ground, but projects just end. It ends. And traffic nightmare. Wonderland does not have the infrastructure for this. We would need a second entrance. We would no.
You know what's crazy? COVID is the only reason this hotel didn't happen, though.
I've been saying from day one this hotel wouldn't happen.
Oh, well, the park has...
I thought it...
You're brave.
This doesn't excuse.
If y'all didn't hear that, poverty just went off again. I'm trying to alert everyone.
Yeah, we can't afford these expensive things. So my whole thing was, and okay, my opinion has changed a bit, but especially, back in when this hotel was really coming to fruition, I believe that this would be a waste of money for Wonderland to invest in. Now, my opinions are changing, but I still don't think it's necessary. I really don't think it's necessary.
I think it's beyond necessary. You look at Carowinds Hotel, and Carowinds is a crap park.
I'm sorry. Hey, guys, do you know people were riding Fury today?
Oh.
It really bothers
Wonderland's,
me.
hibernating right now. It's like a power bar. It reached 0%, and now it's
Yeah,
charging.
the trains are on the ground charging, all right, rusting.
I think it would honestly, I thought they missed the mark. Full honesty, I was kind of like, what the hell is that? That is like every other hotel in the area. And I know Cedar Fair, it's going to be more expensive than every other hotel in the area. I really thought Kingswood should have been a Great Wolf Lodge. Indoor water park in Vaughan, owned by Cedar Fair, open all year round, near Toronto, an indoor water park hotel. To me, they missed the mark. If they were thinking, because Cedar Fair does do outside revenue, outside parks now. Mm-hmm. They have a lot of projects that are outside park revenue.
That's true. That is true, especially like Cedar Point's been opening up. They opened up that sports complex.
Now,
so that is a good point.
With that in mind, Wonderland now is officially on the City of Vaughan's Board of Tourism. Interesting, almost chess move by Cedar Fair. So Wonderland is actually sitting on the Board of Tourism, a representative from Wonderland. It's actually one of the guys in marketing, the guy who works closely with Grace. And there's an indoor water park being proposed 8 years out for Vaughan. And I find that interesting. I feel like Cedar Fair is going to have
That would be smart. Now the thing is, I really hope it does. Now I hope it happens, but I hope it doesn't go to Kingswood. I don't know where else in Vaughan though there is.
And why don't you want it in Kingswood?
Because that's a good place to put roller coasters. or even even if they wanted to do and you're the one who brought this idea,
this is music to my ear.
Like a city walk or something.
Oh, say it again.
City walk. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Nothing big, nothing fancy. Maybe 2 nice all year round reservation restaurants, a few shops, some, Canadian theming, Wonderland theming, some rides. Obviously there would still have to be a big roller coaster. You could just build above that. Maybe a couple flat rides, maybe a small entertainment venue. Something like that I think would be really cool. But to use that whole space for an entire water park, I think Cedar Fair, if they want to go that route, they should do what they do with Castaway Bay, is build it under the Cedar Fair name, but just build it off-site. Have it affiliated with Wonderland, but build it somewhere else, maybe 5-10 kilometers out, maybe north.
Yeah, that's an option. There are options for that, and Cedar Fair even says that in their conference calls. Actually, there's gonna be a conference call in 5-6 days, February 4th
for the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Oh, so that'll be interesting. Every conference call, they're still looking to develop adjacent land to their theme parks,
and especially in the Toronto market, because what?
Mr. Sandwich's comment. This is outrageously ambitious. Let's get hot water in the bathroom first. Oh my god! Shots fired.
True.
Oh, that's so embarrassing.
What I was saying though is I think this would be a perfect time to invest in something like, some kind of indoor facility, maybe even offsite or whatever, because there's nothing else to do in Toronto. And look, already 500,000 Gold Pass sales before 2023. The numbers show that people want something to do. If you build it, people will come. But the problem is all Toronto is building is condos. There's no more entertainment. Movie theaters are closing. The roller rink in Mississauga is closing. All these, family-friendly entertainment sections are closing. Even nightclubs and stuff are closing. People are going to not have anything to do, and people want something to do. So if they were to build another entertainment venue, I think that could be very profitable.
Saria, how do you even scan your season pass with that phone? Oh, man.
It works quite nicely.
Oh, does it? Is that why you get a physical card?
Don't even get me started on that. They got rid of the physical cards.
Oh, that should have been my rant.
They got rid of the physical cards.
Here we go.
Wonderland, please bring the physical cards back. All the other Cedar Fair parks have a physical card. I lost mine again, so now I have to get it from another park. Guys, having a physical card is great because the battery doesn't die. You always have it with you. It's always there unless you're like me and always lose them or put them in the washing machine. But you know what? No. Physical card is the way to go. Wonderland has no more.
I don't know the last time I wanted to reach into my wallet, grab a physical plastic card, and scan it at a front gate anywhere. I love having it on my phone. It's convenient. I'm not going to lose my phone because trust me, I'm too poor to buy a $4,000 iPhone now. Because they're up below. I bet you. I haven't even looked at what inflation's done to an iPhone.
Oh, it's probably well over $2,000.
So I ain't losing that iPhone. But yeah.
What's so wrong with the hotel? It's a waste of money.
You know what's a waste of money? Buying plastic to print physical cards on.
Well, what else are they going to spend that money on? The hot water.
And do you miss the maps?
I do miss the maps.
What purpose do you have getting a map?
I take one.
Do you need to find your way to Tundra Twister?
Yes, I will. I don't know that part of the park. It's all the boring stuff there.
Are we getting old where you forgot where Leviathan is? It is hard to spot in the park, you know.
Well, you know, it is the tallest thing. Yukon's a little underground.
I was thinking about getting more drawings. I was gonna really try really hard, but I just wanted to do. I'm trying to trigger rants at Assyria. Every stream I'm gonna try and trigger one. I have a really good one next week, guys. A really good one. I was about to insert it in this one. It's actually saved, so I have to make sure Assyria doesn't see it. Ooh, this is such a good topic. It has to do with the 500, 600,000, 700,000, 800,000, 1 million gold cards.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Wait till you see what I did for this. If it works. If the PNG works.
What is this? Look! Whoa, no! Look, it's reaching in my nose.
Woo! I feel like Lady Gaga.
It's the bear. They're all going here. They're all here for the bear.
Oh my god! Oh, they hit it. Oh, good.
God. Yeah.
Woo!
That's awesome.
Oh my god! All right, overcrowding.
Yeah, guys, it is going to be a busy one this season. It's going to be busier than last season, 100%. That's 100% sure.
Can you say someone has a god complex? I just realized they're facing us. I could have had them like at least walking away. This looks so pathetic.
This is not me. I'm not here. Somebody needs to cheer for us.
Oh my goodness. So we just discussed it. I discussed it in a video. We're estimating probably 750,000 gold passes is what I would guess it's at right now. Because they do simmer off. That's a huge number. That's gold passes, guys.
I'm going to bet almost 1 million total passes sold.
Yeah.
Which...
Cedar Fair sells about 3.2 million passes. That's previous years, though, so we don't know if other parks are experiencing the same trends that Wonderland is. Sorry, yeah, I keep forgetting to breathe. I feel like Trisha Paytas.
I stopped myself! You should be happy! That is progress!
I wish I was Trisha Paytas!
That was progress! I stopped myself.
People are asking if we're
okay! You tell me, look at him! You see in his kitchen? Nikocado noodles.
I need a moment! Where's the technical difficulty? Suria's yelling at me! The minute I put it on, Surya started yelling at me.
We can't just turn it on every time.
But I need a moment. I can't have a moment if I'm staring at us with all these. That's a naked dude too. He doesn't have a shirt on.
What is this legal?
Guys, someone help me. No one make fun of me. Someone, we need to get. We're derailed. We
derailed.
Oh, we're not even at the Karen reviews yet.
We pulled a train too. my belly. I can't even curl over because my belly's in the way.
I'm crying. People are gonna think you abused me.
Oh, me? I'm drooling. I'll take a sip of my beverage.
Hey, stop. Wait, I have it. Okay. That helps.
Hit
it.
Oh, my wrist.
Oh,
That does help.
oh my God. I'm so sorry, guys. We are professional.
Yeah, this is
Overcrowding. Surya ripped his pants. Shut down.
Almost.
I'm too fat to laugh like that. See, when I start laughing and you're bigger, you start suffocating.
God, no, seriously, like, it's a lot of energy, and then you need a recovery time.
So
What were we talking about?
we're talking about overcrowding.
Yes, okay. Expect this season, if I had to guess, would be the busiest season in Wonderland history. You know, I know last year was interesting because there was 2021 passes and stuff from COVID that carried over, but this is the first proper operating season since COVID where everyone's passes have He's laughing! You stop! I'm trying to talk!
Okay, go. I won't look at you.
So, as I was saying, there's going to be very busy. So, this is going to be the first proper season, you know, with just 2023 passes. And based off the numbers, you know, we were accidentally told, and just using common sense to how many more passes are going to get purchased. And those are just passes. Then you have the day tickets, you have all the events and stuff. Guys, it's going to be busy. There's probably going to be days the park is going to experience, you know, 65, 70,000 people. And that's pushing it. For ride wait times, like, you know, hey guys, I'm sorry. You know, expect, especially in the summer, expect, you know, 2 hours for the big three, and everything else is probably going to be over an hour and a half. Like, you know, on weekends, on Saturdays, guys, expect the 2+ hour waits. That's the new normal. Just expect that now. This is the new normal, having to wait 2+ hours for Leviathan, Behemoth, Yukon, having to wait an hour for something like Time Warp, even Flight Deck. This is going to become normal. And, you know, even, like, you can go on a rain day and stuff, but if that many people are getting passes, even those days, you can still expect to wait 20, 30 minutes. Like, the days of, you know, 2012, 2013, 2014, where you could just sit on the ride because there was no one there, is gone.
Don't look at me. In response to what you just said professionally, because that's what we do here, we're professionals.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
This is a professional podcast.
Continue.
I frankly am worried. The only saving grace Wonderland has for this season is Lazy Bear Lodge. So we went through summer. We have to remember that Lazy Bear Lodge opened in fall, the very end of September.
Second weekend of September.
So it wasn't open during their busy times. If it was, max line still about 30 minutes to get food, which is impressive. So with it this season, it might help a lot. Which I hope... I just burped. Which I hope...
Smell it.
Which I hope sends a signal to Cedar Fair that they need one or two more of those. One of those in Kidsville, and another one kind of either in Action or Med. Because I don't think the one in Med Fair is developed how they kind of wanted it to.
Like, real talk, I think King's Feast is probably the worst eating establishment in the park. Like, yeah. Like, it's appalling. And that's the only place, too, in Med Fair to get food. So I wouldn't even mind the go-kart track in the future turning into a restaurant. I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that idea. So I had a vision that almost they rethemed your drop tower to look like those giant...
Like the towers?
Yes, just my hand gestures. The towers that archers shoot out of in medieval like films. I don't know what they're called. And then they had like a Med Fair kind of themed restaurant, like medieval times, in the go-kart section. I thought that'd be great. It doesn't need to be meal plan. It can be an upcharge restaurant. Ran!
No, it needs to be on the meal plan. It needs to be on the meal plan.
And we're gonna talk about Wild Beast, guys. Don't worry. This is a good stream. There's a lot of good topics. We need to be together because this is a good stream.
That's what the audience here says. I'm sorry. I'm bad influence.
What are we talking about again? Oh, crowds. So infrastructure. I made a video. We were gonna talk about this, and then I was like, this is such a good topic. I have to make a video on it. Wonderland infrastructure is not ready and for those of you that don't know, I'm actually gonna go film a video on it. Like I'm working on really professional content. Professional for me. It's probably like, but I'm gonna go like to a housing development just north of Wonderland in the farm fields, and I'm actually gonna like film this new housing division that's going in. It's gonna be a lot of homes. And if any of you know that farming field north of Wonderland, the Walmart manufacturing or distribution thing, it's all becoming homes. More people are moving to the area. More condos are going to get built. It's crazy. Wonderland's not ready. And with no competition, like, they need to start removing these attractions that have 2 trains, 1 train, or horrible
3 train.
We need these B&Ms, these Mocs, these Intamins.
The B&Ms.
Oh my goodness. You of all people wanting more B&Ms.
We're not getting Intamin.
And everyone here thinks I'm the GP. I don't want another B&M in this park. We're at max capacity. We have enough of the Berthas. We need some slim girls that know how to move fast.
Yeah, but they can't move people.
We have enough of me built, okay? We
need more of me.
We need some rides where I need to lose some weight to go on.
You know, I kind of like this because it hides our stomachs.
Yeah, I like this too. I'm going to start inputting things here now. Nice. We're skinny.
We're part of the crowd.
Okay, back on topic. So it's really time that Wonderland starts removing some of these like attractions that are really bad capacity, and start thing. And we talk about this all the time. We're so overdue for a ride removal, which I think. Let me see if I put it in here. We do have a ride removal subject, so we'll leave that. But we're so overdue for some ride removals.
100%. I think. To go back to like that capacity though, and I've really thought about this, I think some of the problem is you look at rides like Leviathan, Behemoth, Yukon, even Vortex, maybe Mindbuster, Cyclone, Windseeker, they get super long lines. And then you look at rides like, you know, Flight Deck, Dragonfire, they can get a long line, but only when it's busy. Now, imagine if those attractions imagine if Dragonfire was a mock multi-launch, that would get a longer line, and that would take away from other areas of the park. So I think having better quality attractions can also help with overcrowding, because that will better distribute the crowds throughout the park. You know, there's a reason everyone, when the park opens, they run to Leviathan, they run to Behemoth and Yukon eventually. Like, there's a reason for that, and that's because nobody wants to run to Dragonfire. But imagine if we had 2 or 3 more really good attractions, then the crowds would be better distributed, and I think that would actually improve wait times overall and just improve the flow of traffic.
You got that Samsung voice right now.
Do 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 do.
But yeah, like it. I'm really kind of excited, not gonna lie, about how busy Wonderland's gonna be.
I mean, we're okay. But
We're gonna talk about this on our next episode, but we're gonna talk about Wonderland raising minimum wage in all the positions.
About time.
I'm hearing good news about this too. I'm hearing they have triple the applications they normally would right now, okay? For rides department, triple the applications they did last year. So
That's
the new minimum
good.
wage that Wonderland set is very competitive, and it's working. We're going to talk about that on next episode. Karen reviews.
Oh, okay. So what I've been waiting for.
Oh!
Oh my god! That's literally you if you lose 30 pounds.
Siri, book me in for a therapy appointment, please.
Oh, I don't have Siri, I have Samsung.
How do you even summon her?
No, you don't. She doesn't listen.
When he goes, Serb? Oprah? How do you summon it? Anyways. Okay. I have to get close to the screen. I'm blind. After receiving some legal advice. I have decided to blank out the names and the profile pictures of the people we are reviewing.
Smart.
Okay, so sadly, it had continually gone downhill since Paramount sold it. It's so Americanized, keyword, remember that word, Americanized now, with the different fast passes and such. Everything is such long lineups. Everything is majorly overpriced. A great way to waste your day and money. Sad this place has gone so downhill the last few years. I'm definitely in no rush to go back.
It's really unfortunate. I think Wonderland's going to suffer without their business.
Americanized. So she feels that Paramount was less Americanized than Cedar Fair.
Yeah, you had... No. Because Backlot used to be this beautiful restaurant, and then Paramount, the un-Americanized American company, came in and turned it into some gross movie stage.
Oh my god. So literally this girl is complaining, or he, whoever they are, is complaining that a Cedar Fair building Frontier Canada versus Top Gun. Ba 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 ba.
Yeah,
like,
Italian Job.
Job stunt coaster, and what were some of the rest called?
Cliffhanger.
Like is more like less Americanized than Cedar Fair. I like that. I was like, are you dumb? Like,
no, but no, it's a McDonald's is not Americanized at all.
Yeah,
probably goes there all the time.
And you know what? I really have to defend Wonderland here. They get harped on so bad for being overpriced, and the only thing overpriced about Wonderland are the vending machines.
And there are even ways around that. We just buy a drink plan.
I know you go through drive-thrus on the day-to-day basis, about 2 to 3 times a day.
Well, you look at me.
Okay, and how much is your average meal cost now? About $16, $17, right?
If not more, yeah.
Yeah.
About $20 for, and if you want something actually half decent, then yeah, you're spending $20.
So then, when you go to Wonderland, the most expensive restaurant is $19.95 at Lazy Bear Lodge, and you're getting like pork chops and like stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then the Pizza I'd say Pizza Pizza is probably one of the more expensive restaurants at Wonderland.
Nah, yeah, for a full family-sized pizza. But you know what? I don't even think this is a valid argument, because you are at an amusement park. You know, when you go to a Leafs game, how much are you paying for a beer and a hot dog? When you go to a Jays game, how much are you paying for nachos or whatever? When you go to the movie theater, how much do you pay for a bag of popcorn?
Everyone's so triggered by the next one. Okay, I have to get really close, guys. I'll do some ASMR reading. I just did that directly into the mic. I bought season passes for my 4 kids, plus me and wife. $98 times 6 equals $588. Is that math correct, guys?
That is pretty
All right, okay. Already super expensive. In the park, everyone going in the fast lane, others waiting for hours to go to one ride. So I decided to buy us fast lane passes, which is $107 times 6, which, by the way, equals $642 for those of you that were wondering. At the booth, I asked the sales guy if the fast lane passes are for the whole season, and he gave me false information by telling yes. I purchased them, and after I find out it's for one day, I called customer care. They said we can't do anything about it. Thank you for horrible experience. I have 4 kids. Thank you for the reminder. I didn't get that in your math equation. And work hard. He works hard, just so you know. And try to take my kids to Wonderland a few times a year. Sounds like he should have bought passes. Did he get passes?
No, I don't see anything out there about passes.
I bought season passes. He did get passes. Oh. Okay, I stand corrected. A few times a year, but after this experience, that's it. I will tell all others about this experience, and shame on this big corporation to rip people off and don't do nothing about it. So he wanted a discount on his all-season fast lane.
So I'm pretty sure it even says when you go to the fast lane booth all day. That's not all year, is it? That's all day. So maybe he has problems with like literature or English or something. I don't know. But day does not mean year. I don't know in what world. Yeah, no, I'm blown away because everything is getting expensive. And you know what? Yeah, that might be an expensive day, but like You look at a family afford to go to Mexico or something on a vacation. That's over $5,000. So, you know what? You bought the passes. You can go anytime. As for the crowds, I really hate to say it, but you are going to a major amusement park, so that's something you just have to expect or plan for. There are days to go that aren't as busy as other days, so if you take 10 minutes and look at the schedule, maybe look at the weather predictions, you can plan around that. So this is this own person's fault. You know, no one forced them to buy Fastlane either.
I know every single one of these 1-star reviews went on a Saturday too.
And I can promise you, the park would never say something like it's good for all season. Mm-hmm. That kind of information, like, you know, you might screw up on something fine print, fine, but that is not fine print. That is general knowledge. They have signs on it, so you can't screw up on that.
Yeah. All right. Next, Karen.
Thank you for the horrible experience.
I haven't been here in years. The park is very dirty and smells like sewage and vomit. Very young staff members with no supervision. Recommend to power wash the entire park down.
That means get her out. Get them out.
Oh my goodness. I had to put that one in there. I don't really have any funny commentary for that one. Just like...
Well, okay, I kind of do. Very young staff. Does she expect, like Wonderland targets, you know, high school students and college students, university students, for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, does she expect 40, 50-year-old people well into their careers to go be working at Wonderland? Like, ride operators and stuff? Mm-hmm. I don't know. And for the sewage part, I think I know what she's talking about.
Well, okay, Wonderland's trying to power wash the park. Y'all heard about those? What about the what are those clouds from the airplanes called again?
Oh, the chemtrails.
The chemtrails. I bet you Wonderland's behind those chemtrails.
You know what the funny thing is? On the daily, every day before the park opens, Wonderland actually does wash the paths.
They do.
In fact, I think Wonderland's cleanliness is one of the best in the industry. You never see garbage anywhere.
I like this comment from Mr. Sandwich. That's not fair. Splashwork smells like foot, not sewage.
Oh, you just need more chlorine. I thought it smelled like burn.
Let the old people run the goddamn place. We need... Oh my goodness, I need another drink.
Not much left there, is there?
All right. Karen Reviews Part 2.
This one has a picture!
Oh, the picture's the picture's... I wanted to insert a bigger picture of it, but you guys can tell it's not sunny there, right? Don't read it! Don't read ahead! Don't read ahead. Where's the camera? Don't read ahead. Shameless management. The management and employee abuse the people with coordination of police cops.
Guys, Wonderland has police and cops. They're together. They're one unit, police.
Me when I have to write an essay in an hour before class. Very bad experience of Wonderland with family. I'm very understanding of what's going on here. The employee on the rides had very bad and rubbish. Insulting attitude. Employee, misbehaving and threat to the people with police cops and forced to kick out. Even there is no respect of the client in Wonderland. I actually can translate this for you guys, okay?
Yeah, he's been working on it.
Hold on. I need to touch an idiot to understand an idiot.
He's not touching himself.
There we go. I'm going to translate this comment for you guys. This person was probably in the Leviathan queue line and line jumped someone and was told that line jumping is against park policy.
What?
Yeah, translation's working. Google Translate.
Yeah, you're pretty good at this.
And so the park employees tried to stop him, but he didn't have it. He put up a fight, a verbal fight. He was calling the little 16-year-old employee an idiot.
And then, that's probably where the police cops
And then the police came.
The police cops.
The police cops, they came, and he was escorted out of the park. And then, instead of realizing who was in the wrong here, he went to Google. Because Google appears to allow anyone to just submit a review.
That is true, and clearly he went through his own Google Translate and typed out this. It's a decoded message.
It is. It's 100%. And my translation's working beautifully.
It is working beautifully. I think there's also some part, why can't I film on a ride?
does it? Oh, that might be it too.
That might be it too.
I'm trying to figure out. There's a lot of idiots at Wonderland.
There are. But
that was 100% it. I translating it. It looks like he did something against park rules and got kicked out of the park, and now he's upset that he didn't get a refund for being kicked out of the park.
And this happens so much. We see it on the daily. The stupidest things will escalate into something big. And the funny thing is, the person knows they're in the wrong. They're just blowing it out of proportion, pretty much to try and save their own face. And it's amazing. Like we always say, sometimes, kids or teenagers can be bad, but you know what? Adults can be the worst 2-year-olds. They're worse than 2-year-olds. Some adults.
Oh, 100%.
And the entitlement.
Review number 2. It has 13 reviews. Oh no, they've done 13 reviews.
Oh, they're an expert.
No refund or transfer policy. A multi-million-dollar. I'm offended.
It's actually billion.
It's like literally like a
billion.
Hello, you forgot 100 in front of that multi.
It's literally billion.
Oh my god, the audacity of some people. What is this? I think they were reviewing a Samsung store. A multi-million-dollar business. Like what? The Starbucks? Is that what you're talking about? Because that's like that.
Tim Hortons.
But no refund policy. Well, okay, I'll touch on this. I have to read this. I purchased over $700 in tickets and products, but can't use it as the park is crowded. Can't use it as first, the park is crowded. Second, we leave the country for the summer season. It's a scam.
The guys, they're scamming. They're scam artists. They're going back to like
the entitlement of some people. The entitlement.
How is it Wonderland's fault that they're leaving the country?
Oh my goodness. It's a scam for a business like this to not refund people's money. We'll never visit there anymore. Very disappointed in them. I can picture Wonderland right now. They're like, no, our multi-million-dollar business.
We actually need you.
The poutine sales.
The lift motor!
We spent $3 million on Tundra Twister! We need your $700! I believe Wonderland just made $700 about 1 minute ago. Oh, man. Are they from Ohio? Does it say it? Oh, no, I get the joke.
No, but like...
It's the TikTok.
Yeah.
Only in Ohio. Oh my god, the audacity though that people think that because they're gonna leave the country or whatever, they committed to like that
it's just bad plan. Like Wonderland shouldn't have to account for someone else's stupidity. No other business does. Furthermore, it's not even about a bad business practice. It's about you made a mistake and you can't own up to that mistake, so you have to take it out on the business and be like, no, you know what? Last minute, we're leaving the country. You owe us a refund. Where does it say that in Wonderland's policy? No refund or transfer policy. Everyone knows that. Like a lot of businesses have this. This is not common knowledge.
Yeah, I agree with Jasmine. People literally do not read. Wonderland has had a no refund policy or rain check policy forever. And Wonderland says they don't have a rain check policy, but Wonderland's actually been really good about bad weather. I've seen them actually give people a ticket for another day. In bad rainfall or storms if they close early. But Wonderland's very clear about a no refund, no rain check policy.
But you see something like this, and then blaming the park that it's crowded. Like you said, this is probably they're going in the summer on a Saturday or on a holiday or something. Guys, Wonderland is going to be crowded. Expect, like we said, 2-hour waits for the big rides. Expect it to be shoulder to shoulder in the midways. This is not new. This is going to be this might be the new normal, but it's happened all last season. You're going to a major amusement park, especially when there's nothing else to do in the city, with 50,000 other people. Of course it's going to be busy. That's just something you have to account for. If you don't like it, then simply, as cruel as to say, don't go. Find something else to do. But it's up to you. It's your responsibility to do research before purchasing something. And obviously, if this person's dropping $700, then maybe they should have actually taken a few minutes to really be like, you know what, do we need all this? Are we going to go that much?
Yeah. Stop going on a Saturday, people. Stop going on a Saturday. I am really upset. I am a tourist, and I checked weather conditions before visiting. Online, it said that water park is open till 7 p.m., but to our surprise, they closed it at 5 p.m., although it was bright, sunny day. Guys, look at the photo she attached. Guys, look, I really should have put a bigger image of the photo because it's literally so cloudy and windy. Like, the flag is like...
A bright summer day.
It's a bright summer day. Reason given was it's windy. And on other hand, they opened 2 rides. Has Wonderland ever opened just 2 rides?
Well, read this. Because of airflow.
We're closed because of airflow. We were a group of 7 people who wanted to enjoy, but due to mismanagement, we really felt bad. Oh, that kind of turned my opinion.
Yeah, I think we should sympathize with this person. I'm so sorry that you were mismanaged, and I'm sorry that you're not capable of being able to detect weather.
Yeah.
So
They need that Mean Girls friend. The friend of 7. Is it seven? They're missing that girl in the friend group who can detect weather with her boobs.
Yeah. Yep. You know,
I have one of those.
No, I have one too. We can both do it.
After paying for all, we don't get to enjoy for what we paid. That is ridiculous. Well, whatever your name is, it looks like the water park only closed at 5 p.m., not 7 p.m., so you only lost out 2 hours. But let's be dramatic.
Oh, no. Let's be real. You guys were just lounging by the pool doing nothing anyways, so what are you missing out on?
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. You know, if some people aren't big enough or too big to go on the slides.
Speaking of too big to ride, how was your attempt at getting on Cyclone this Winterfest?
That was going to be your attempt getting on Tundra Twist.
We don't talk about that. We are starting to panic. I ordered some rice cakes with some peanut butter to get me through the next 2 months.
You're going to eat that once and be disgusting.
Oh my goodness. So we don't even want to get started on how we have some weight loss to do before Tundra Twister opens.
It's only 10 pounds too about.
Ooh! Guys, we were sponsored by a skinny legend.
Do it.
This person is super skinny, and they're really cute, and everything they do is right.
Thank you for talking to me like that.
I'm so freaking pissed right now. I am so freaking pissed right now.
Doesn't know what's going on. Guys, we're so sorry. We're going to change up sponsors. It's going to be better next time.
I am a white... What's that? The White Chicks movie?
Yeah.
I'm a white woman in America. I was doing a whole funny segment about having our first sponsor and it being me, and... There's no sound. There's no sound.
Terrible. Terrible.
Okay, wow. Join me on Patreon. As I was saying in the invisible clip where you couldn't hear me, and join me on Patreon. We have new merch. It's down below all of our videos. It's really good. There's no masks. They won't suffocate you like I tried in 2021.
Yeah. Very, very nice designs to on those masks.
But yeah. What's next on the podcast? Ride removals. Oh my god, we're done after ride removals. Oh, that's about right. We're at an hour and 5 minutes. Yeah.
Having a good time.
Yeah, and then we're gonna do the same thing we did last week because you guys really enjoyed it. We're gonna end the stream, and then we'll make a new stream where we literally just engage with you. That's the whole principle of it. I do want to touch. There's a funny story about my merch. So you know my old merch, how I've had it under my videos for up until a week ago.
Yeah.
So it's ugly. Like, my old logo was so ugly. I never thought anyone was buying things, but I guess people on YouTube, they buy it. When I went to go put the new merch on, it said you need to update your PayPal because you have a pending payout. And then when I went to go check, it was like $480.
Holy shit.
I was like, what? Since when?
That's awesome.
But that's obviously like over the last like 2-3 years because I haven't checked ever. But yeah. Don't worry, you don't have to buy. Again, like, join me on Patreon if you like even just want to support the channel. I do drop a lot of tea on Patreon now. Like I do newsletters. I do the monthly newsletters that drops any information I have in them. Sometimes I'll drop some photos and some information. But yeah, let's talk ride removals. Biggest flaw, it's us!
It's him!
It's us! Oh no. I feel like we've talked about this. What do you think Wonderland's biggest flaw is? I made a whole video on this, so it's your turn. Is this mine? Yeah.
Like, out of, like, rides or just anything?
Wonderland's biggest flaw.
Oh, God, you know what?
Yeah, and name a couple. Let's start it. What do you guys think Wonderland's biggest flaw is? Debate each other in the comments section.
I think... Okay, I know this isn't current Wonderland's fault, but the amount of mediocre attractions that they have, I think is starting to hinder them. Maintenance costs are rising. Real estate's becoming a premium. Just keeping these rides around for the sake of keeping them around is what it almost seems like is not... I don't know, it's not very productive anymore. You have a lot of rides with dwindling ridership, and it's almost time that some of these need to go. Make way for newer attractions. Obviously, their infrastructure, that needs to be...
Booga Braden's coming.
Yeah, well, they're not getting rid of us.
I think they realize that now.
Every single day we're going to be there. They're not getting rid of us. And their infrastructure, like the park hasn't grown. The infrastructure hasn't expanded with the park. Now, I guess this falls under the umbrella of category. I'm going to say their washrooms. They need to renovate majority of their washrooms. They need to modernize them. I think we need more washrooms. We need at least 2 more washrooms somewhere throughout the park. On those really busy days, guys, when you have a lineup for the bathroom, now it's different, like when it's super busy and if there's a 5-minute wait, but sometimes we've seen 20, 25, 30-minute waits for a washroom. I think that starts becoming unacceptable for something like a washroom. We need more dining. We need more indoor dining areas. Now, Lazy Bear, fantastic. I don't think there's a thing wrong with it. Like, they hit the nail on the head. They need to do that 1 or 2 more times, though. Mm-hmm. We need proper indoor dining for Winterfest, for a rain day, anything like that. Our water park. I think our water park could use some work. I want lines painted in the parking lot. I would love lines painted in the parking lot. That's a parking lot. I think the parking lot needs to update their security too. I think there needs to be more patrols and they need to be a little bit more stricter,
Our slash tires?
Yeah, still haven't ever gotten anything.
There are so many now, and because I've been going through Google reviews for the entertainment of you guys, honestly, I have a better understanding of Wonderland's flaws. And I hope Wonderland is actually reading these reviews because Front Gate is listed every comment. The minute Halloween Haunt started, Front Gate.
You saw the videos from this season. Those waits at the Front Gate, 45 minutes to an hour just to get in the park is also fairly unacceptable. Now, you can't just expect to walk right in. No, you're probably going to have to wait 20, even 30 minutes is fine. But when you're waiting over an hour to get in, that's a sign that, you know what? We need to update. We need to change something. We need more. We need a better system. We need more manpower. We need more staffing. All of the above are some of those things, but a change needs to be made. Yeah. Because Wonderland can't coast by anymore. And this all reflects to growing attendance.
Yeah. So I have some exciting news. I have paid someone $200 American and all the AdSense revenue to design a new front gate for Wonderland for a video. So they're working right now on a front gate renovation, an actual engineer too. So AutoCAD everything with a wing coaster. So that's a surprise for you guys. There's going to be a video. It's probably still going to take another 2 months because you're an engineer.
Yeah.
So using real programs
you
and
need
stuff.
like 6 months probably. To
Yeah. So they've worked on it for a while now.
Proper rendering.
I've seen some teaser images. You've seen some. It's good. Like it's good. Like it's very Universal Studios.
I know. I think it's very Canadian from what I saw with you. Like
but even the access and then Disney, it's got the Disney security checks.
That's another thing. I would love pre-screening for security like they do at the other Cedar Fair parks. I would love that. So by the time you get up to the turnstiles or the scanners now, you just walk in.
Yeah. 100% agree. They need the security checks where those flower pots are.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
they need no bag lines. You know, okay, maybe they don't need that, but there's a lot of things I think they could do that would really help mitigate these problems that, for whatever reason, they're not doing them at the moment. I'm sure there are talks, though, like, as attendance keeps growing, I'm sure that they're thinking about...
Well, yeah,
like,
one of the same source, I think it was the same source, someone had told us that Front Gate Reno was in the works. Yeah. So, it's there. Now, in the works for Wonderland...
Behemoth's paint is also in the works.
Yeah. Vortex's maintenance to keep it going is also in the works now because a certain ride decided to have a little temper tantrum.
It's not my fault Leviathan is the biggest draw for the park.
Oh. Biggest draw for what? Budget?
Sorry. Can't hear you over the sound of really good rides.
Oh. I can't wait for 2025. Leviathan will be a forgotten little...
Unless it's a B&M wing or a B&M invert, it won't be forgotten. Or a launch wing.
I hope it... Okay, so I'm still on the mock double launch. Honestly, though, I'm starting to sway to a GCI. That is our 2025 coaster. Because even if they were thinking of getting a mock double launch... Let's say Cedar Fair is like, COVID really did us bad. We need to streamline our budget. Mm-hmm. We can still get a really awesome GCI coaster for almost half the price of the mock double launch.
15, 20 million?
Yeah, for an amazing GCI.
You'll probably have one of the best in the world.
Knocking on wood.
I would love a GCI.
Yeah.
But you know what I'd love more than that?
Thank you, Akko, a coaster enthusiast. Why did I struggle to read his name so much?
Yes, Kings Island does run Mystic Timbers during their Winterfest, but they are also 6 hours south of us. Keep that in mind. And actually, Mystic Timbers did Valley one year.
Yeah. And you know what, Jim Jackson? That scares me because I 100% could see Cedar Fair not giving Wonderland an extensive front gate reno. Giving it just the reno it needs to help increase capacity without spending too much money.
Without
and that's
any
terrifying.
Or anything. Like they would just,
that's terrifying.
That would be like just scraping the bottom of the barrel, doing the bare minimum.
Yeah.
What ride removals? Oh, we're still talking about Wonderland's biggest flaws, right?
Yeah.
Guardian. Sledgehammer.
I wouldn't call Sledgehammer their biggest flaw.
I think after you spend, and I don't know, I'm just making this up essentially, but if I had to guess, I would say they spent more on maintenance than what the ride was worth. And I know there is a formula that they calculate, that anything calculates, like even on a car or just even a building, when you have to do general maintenance on a building, there is a formula to calculate, because there is going to be a time and place where you do spend more on maintenance than the building is worth, but that has to be an extensive time in the future. And since Sledgehammer is under 20 years old, I think that maintenance-wise, that ride is a failure. And if it keeps breaking, like we'll see this season how it runs, but if it keeps running unreliably, I think eventually you just have to say, you know what, we have to cut our losses.
I'm debating if I should tell everyone this tea about Sledgehammer. So I learned a lot about Sledgehammer recently. I'll say it. You know what? Screw it. Park hasn't sat down and talked to me yet. Did any of you go to Winterfest? Did anyone notice that all the gondolas were spinning and that Sledgehammer was running the best it's ever run? Because it was.
It was.
To start.
And the stop.
And all the gondolas were spinning. Everything was working. So there's tea behind that. So with COVID and everything, Wonderland had basically found a solution to fix Sledgehammer permanently. And they did their part. They rewired everything. They put weatherproofed, almost like electrical work. That was a lot of the problem. They just changed a lot of the, like, it was almost like the protective wear around the electrical, which was a lot of the problems. And then the air seatbelts, something along that. I don't know the exact names and all that. But it centered around a lot of the pneumatics and stuff. And Wonderland had done their part and fixed it. Well, Wonderland then needed... who makes it? Mondial? Huss. They needed Huss to come in and update the ride. Almost like a program hardware. They needed them to come in and program it for everything to work properly. It needed to be reprogrammed. Huss, because it was COVID, didn't want to come to Canada to do it. And they wanted to do it over almost like Skype or over phone call and all that. And Wonderland was not having it. They're like, no. You need to come here and you need to actually do it. We're not like we spent the money to fix the ride. We need to. This is hearsay, by the way. This is Wonderland. If you're in here, this is hearsay. This is
grain of salt, rumblings.
Take this with a grain of salt. So there was a bit of back and forth, and then finally Huss caved in, and just right before Winterfest, they had come in and they reprogrammed the ride. Thus, you saw it worked, and everything was working, and then something happened.
Like it always does.
Yes, but from what I understand, it was just the cold weather. And Sledgehammer, even in spring, will be back up and running. You'll see it spinning all the gondolas. It'll be running perfectly. So there's some really cool tea for you guys. And I like, my tea's good. We've been hearing from Wonderland workers, they're like, holy crap, they know their shit. So, like, take that speculation with a grain of salt.
So I hope that it does work, because it is a great ride, and it is one of a kind when it works. But, you know, I think even though with older rides like Dragonfire and Flight Deck, like, I know everyone says to get new trains for Flight Deck, and that's only half the problem. The problem is actually with the track. The design of the track is inferior, and the track bends too much with the weight and the forces, so you can never fix that without completely retracking it. And if you're going to go to that point, just get rid of it and get something new in. So I think Wonderland keeping these older attractions is... Each year they delay getting rid of it. I think it becomes more detrimental to the park's success, because that's very valuable real estate and maintenance costs are rising. Now, I know you can't just get rid of everything at once, because we'd be out a lot of stuff.
It'd be looking like Marineland.
But you know, I don't know. I think it's time. You know, the last real ride removal was what, Orbiter? 5 years ago?
Yes.
4 years ago?
Yes. Yes.
Was
yes.
Yeah, no. I don't know. But I think it's time to get rid of something else.
It is. For a lot of things. Now, a lot of people overhate on Windseeker, do you find? I know you and I agree with that.
Yeah, I think Windseeker is a fantastic investment for many reasons.
Yeah, I think it was amazing.
Yeah.
Like, you've seen the lineups lately. It almost seems to be becoming the date ride.
It is. Oh, okay, right. Yeah,
deep
that is a little... I need more therapy. I'm single for life. I've accepted that.
Can you shut up already? You've literally, like... No.
Guys, let me milk it!
Oh, that's not a violin sound.
Yeah, it sounds like you! No, and you know, when Windseeker runs, like, they did the cable hoist overhaul, and ever since then, it seemed to be going really good.
Yeah.
It can fit a lot of people on one ride cycle, so the capacity isn't bad. It's a beautiful observation. Wonderland doesn't have any proper observation towers, so it doubles as that. You know, it is a freaky ride. Like, it's just a lap bar 300 feet up dangling. It looks beautiful at night.
Oh, thank you.
Can
I add that to my Tinder?
Oh, yeah. Mildly.
Looks beautiful at night, less light. Less visible.
Looks really nice with a paper bag on.
Oh, man. Honestly, there are so many flaws to talk about Wonderland, and it's not Cedar Fair's fault. Like, I know that Wonderland and Cedar Fair, like, not Cedar Fair, Cedar Fair ain't got time for us, But I know there are people at Wonderland probably watching this right now, and they're going, wow, it's so negative, blah, blah, blah. I'm not sitting here saying Wonderland is the worst park ever. I love Wonderland. He knows this. Like, I literally would take Wonderland over... Like, I love Kings Island. But if I was presented with replacing Wonderland with Kings Island on the same plot of land, I would not take it. I would not. I love everything about it. One, for core memories. Two, the mountain. Mountain. I think Wonderland's got a lot of really good things about it. So whenever you guys hear me talk about, like, biggest flaw... or I'm literally tearing Wonderland apart in one video, it does not mean I hate Wonderland. Trust me, I love Wonderland. I love a lot of the people that work at Wonderland, which literally is proven by me not leaking a lot of things. And I hope they see that. I hope they really see that we keep our mouth shut about some very serious things for a reason, out of respect for some of these people that we truly love and respect at Wonderland and the park. But... that being said, there are some really big flaws. The coaster lineup is like a really big flaw because it's like...
It's embarrassing almost.
Yes, it's like... And the coaster lineup, I almost... Like, it's gone to a point where it could be filed under infrastructure. Like, when I'm talking about the coaster lineup now, it's gotten so bad, it's joined the infrastructure part of the park because... when you look at all these homes and these condos being built around the park and the growing numbers of gold passes, you look at our coaster lineup and you're like, Wild Beast right now is like, 600,000 what? I only do 500 people an hour.
And this goes back to what we were saying earlier, you know, Leviathan, Behemoth, and Yukon, they can't handle the entire park. Like, you need more high-capacity attractions because you're just overloading the attractions you have right now.
Yeah. And do not get me started.
Oh, child! Take a breath there, Big Betty.
Come here. Snoopy's Racing Railway having one train ops. One train. I know what happened. Okay, you want one more tea? Do you have some tea? You drank all your tea.
All mine.
I have some tea for you guys. I know what happened. Snoopy's Racing Railway was not meant to be a roller coaster. 2023 was not meant to be a roller coaster. And Peter deserves some credit for this. So, for those of you that don't know, and I know you know this, basically how theme parks operate is each park is given a year and a budget for that year to spend on... It's several categories. You have maintenance as a separate category. You have actual investments as another category. Out-of-park projects are a complete separate category. A lot of people don't know this. But investments. We're just going to focus on investments in this topic right here. Whew, this is good. This is a good topic. So basically what will happen, and this is just going to be... these numbers are not anything. I'm just using an example. So let's say it's 2020, okay? Or it's 2019. And Wonderland... approaches Cedar Fair. Okay, we're trying to plan our 2023 editions. What's our budget? And Cedar Fair will be like, okay, you have $15 million. This is kind of what we're thinking. Blah, blah, blah. What can you find us? Or what can you present to us? So then the team at Wonderland, mostly Peter, and then, you know, the general manager of Wonderland, and then probably Heather Hill, they sit down and they come up with a plan. I have the sneaky suspicion that... and honestly, love Peter for this because I think Snoopy's Racing Railway is both amazing and a flaw. But I'm gonna view it as more amazing because of my prediction. And there's no certainty behind this. I do not know that this is exactly what happened. This is just me. We were supposed to get... normally Wonderland gets 2 flat rides. So when we get a flat ride, Wonderland gets 2. And a water park edition. Mm-hmm. And this looks like it was that year. And Peter instead was like, can we take that $3 million, that $4 or $5 million that we would have spent on another flat ride and a water slide? Because we normally get 2 flats and a water slide, right? And can we take that and implement it into our kids area with a family launch coaster? I can get us a cheap family launch coaster without any modifications, even though they did do some modifications, and make it work. And I think that's exactly what happened. Peter presented this, hey, we have this plug-and-play coaster. There's already one. It's great. I've heard really good things about it, too, by the way. and we can theme it really well. It's super easy to build.
Yeah.
It's super easy to thing. It's only like $4 million, $5 million, whatever it costs. And it's manufactured right here in Canada. So it saves us on shipping. It's perfect. So I think that's how he worked that in. I should make that a whole video. I'm going to just plug this into a video.
I think Snoopy's Racing Railway was a really good idea because you are adding additions to the kids park. I always thought we had the best kids park, at least one of the best in the industry. But with how busy things have been, I think this is going to be much needed. And I know there are some mostly enthusiasts concerned about, maybe what if we can't ride it? I don't know if it's that good. Well, at the end of the day, this isn't built for us. This isn't built for you. This is built for the families and the kids who are under, 36 inches or whatever. This is built for the kids who can't ride Leviathan, Behemoth, Yukon, Vortex, Mindbuster. So in that aspect, now when kids go to the kids park and parents bring them there, it's not just Taxi Jam, it's not just Ghoster Coaster, it's not just Whirly Birds. There's actually something somewhat exciting that even the parents can be like, okay, you know what, this is pretty cool. Yeah, let's go back to the kids park. So I think in that aspect it's good. Maybe the capacity might be a bit of an issue, but overall I think it's a really good investment. What is that, 5?
5 with the one I had before you came, yeah.
No.
I think it's a good investment, yeah. I'm worried about the one-train ops and the lineups. I am worried about that. I really was hoping Wonderland was heading down this route of focusing on that infrastructure as a problem. And again, I've now decided, me personally, that I'm funneling the roller coasters under infrastructure now. It's gotten so bad. 5 years out, if we don't see 2 new coasters in the next 5 years, excluding Snoopy's Racing Railway, they're not ready. They're not ready for what's about to hit them.
That's music. You've never said anything more reasonable than that. That's music to my ears. So we're going to get a launch wing and a B&M invert.
Shut up.
That would solve capacity issues.
So, I figured out the flavor. It's half lemonade, half iced tea.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, so a Giga... Woo!
Giga Wing!
My next thumbnail. Giga Wing. Giga GCI. Giga Mac launch.
I'm surprised Mac
Giga Mountain.
Giga Mountain. That's you!
When I'm really out of content.
We already have a Giga Swing.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, I think we're at an hour and a half. This is what we wanted to get it down to. Anyone got anything you want to ask us in this podcast? It's I'm only going to answer super important things here. We're going to cut it in about 3 minutes, and then we're going to go to a new live where we're just interacting with you guys. So if you guys, once this ends, there's 92 of you in here right now. Holy crap. Once this ends, we're going to start a new live. So wait for that. And then we're literally just going to be answering your guys' questions. Because I know we avoid a lot of questions during the podcast, so it stays fresh. I'm going to start uploading them. On Spotify once I figure out how. I still have not sat down and learned how. That's my bad. But yeah, so join the next live because we're going to just answer your guys' questions. So look for anything important.
10 minutes? 9:45? We'll start? Or I guess we could go right away.
Yeah. Oh, no, we'll take a little break because we didn't even do intermission today. I didn't give you your pee break.
Oh, God. I actually don't. I'm a little...
And you don't have your Nanaimo bars here anymore. I have snacks for you, don't worry.
Yay! Ow. Question, why do you hate Surya's Android so much? Yes! Thank you! It's a budget-friendly option.
Aren't they just as expensive as iPhones now?
Yeah, the Ultras are like $2,000.
Yeah, it's more so like a joke.
It's like a brand
thing.
It's a joke.
It's the ringtone.
I will say, though, I do need to update my current phone. My Android does need to be updated, but new Androids are very
especially
nice.
Since you're the biggest TikToker there is on Wonderland. You need a good camera.
Hey, guys!
And your camera right now is like, what are we looking at?
That's my tremor!
Yes, but most new phones have the
stabilization.
Yes,
that's what I need.
Yes.
That's what I need.
Yeah, you're the big boys now. You need the equipment.
The big boy equipment. I can't run around with my potato.
Karen reviews, please. They will be here permanently, guys. And can I please beg you guys one thing? honestly, I know this is totally passing on the work to you guys as viewers. I'm so sorry. I'm embarrassed by that. But this podcast takes so much effort. I realized that my 2 days off I spent on this. I was in Discord and working on this at the same time. I know what you guys see. It looks so simple, but I literally have to build everything for each stream. And everything's new. I'm trying to keep it fresh. We didn't play the game. Oh, the headphones. Pass the headphones for a sec so I could show them. I missed something.
It's crazy how quickly time goes.
We were going to play the Whisper Challenge.
Next one.
So next podcast, we'll play the Whisper Challenge. Thanks, Jim Jackson. Oh, thanks. So we'll play the Whisper Challenge on the next. I know Mr. Excellent gave us that idea. Yes. So we'll do that. Serious item!
Oh!
Go! Thank you! Thank you, Jake.
Jake, thank you. So, I have something... I like it, but I know Brendan is probably pretty special to him, so I have this big piece of metal, and I know it looks really weird, and you're all probably trying to think, what part of a roller coaster does this belong to?
It's an Among Us character.
Yeah, it's as round as you. What bad? Brendan, do you want to show them the DMG while I explain what it is?
Okay.
So this goes back to what started Brendan, like DMG and stuff. There's some backstory to this.
Right there, guys. You see the DMG? Oh,
right.
Where's the camera?
Right.
Oh, there we go.
It's hard. It's barely stamped on there. So anyways, what this is, at Claremont Steel, when they manufacture the track, the rails are exposed, and to protect the rails during shipping and even track installation, they put these hardened steel plates on the end of it to protect any chips or any warping of the rails. So this is called an end cap, and that's all it is. It's just pretty much for shipping, but they usually mark it with like important information, so it's not directly on the track. They mark it with like, you know, what location, what track segment it is, and actually I don't know if you can see, because when I was given this, they actually had to rub that out. There used to be writing somewhere here, it's kind of rubbed out.
Oh yeah, I can see where it was.
And that was actually the segment number, the segment marker, the angle the track needed to be positioned on, and the weight of the track piece was written there. So they use these as like, you know, almost like a map type of thing. So not only does it protect it, but it also has important information on it. These are just meant to be scrapped. When the part is done, when the track is installed, they either send them back to Claremont or they just scrap it. But I was able to get my hands on a couple of these, and I think it's kind of cool.
A couple?
Yeah, I have two. This one and that. Now, I was something really cool. As soon as the track is manufactured at Claremont Steel, that's the fabrication plant, they put it on, and then it actually goes into the paint shop with these on. You can see some Yukon paint there. So it actually goes into the paint shop with these on. So these literally go on minutes after the track is finished fabrication. So that's pretty cool.
It's really cool.
They're heavy.
They are really heavy.
It's about
like, how does that not
15
damage the
pounds.
track?
Well, okay, this is actually really cool too. So to get an idea of how thick the rails are about that thick. That's about 3/4 inch thick. So some people actually think it's full steel, but it's not. And if you think about how big Yukon Strikers vehicles are, like that's pretty thin.
Yeah.
And that's more than strong enough to support the weight of the train. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. These are only used in the shipping process.
Awesome. Okay, so like I said, Siri's gonna go pee. He's gonna grab a quick snack.
Manger!
I'm gonna start drinking some water because it's hitting me really hard.
I can tell you're flushed.
It's hitting me really hard. And we'll come back and answer your guys' questions and literally just hang out for like an hour and a bit.
Yeah.
Last time we did it for 2 hours. You remember that?
It was longer than the stream.
It was longer than the stream. I just repeated what you said.
yeah, because he needs to drink water.
I need water. But yeah, so give us 5-10 minutes max. Look for the notification for the new stream and join us because honestly, like, let's just hang out.
Yeah, we'll say like probably 9:45.
Yeah,
9:45. Yeah. So we'll see you guys.
Do you guys like this? Do you guys like this screen, by the way? The tech. Do you like that?
That's genius. That is genius. Hydrate.
But yeah. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. This podcast has like been so healing for both of us.
It's something to look forward to.
Yeah.
During the long week.
Like I've never, and I don't know if you guys have noticed, but it's helped with my regular content.
Yeah.
I've been
now you
uploading
upload
more.
it, which is something a lot of people
Yeah.
wanted. And well, you also needed time to get ready, though.
Yes,
You
I
needed
needed
that
that
time.
year
And
off
now,
almost.
and now, you know, that this has given you the confidence and the ideas. Now you're like back at a more regular stream. Not only that, it's more professional than it's ever been too.
Yeah. No, it's good. I'm so excited because we both have 2023 goals. So, I don't know, should we talk? Like, we're going into 2023 working as a team.
Yep.
That's our goal. We're going to work as a team, and we want to be, like, more influential in, like, a positive way for both our viewers and Wonderland. And, again, we're hoping... We're supposed to be sitting down with Wonderland sometime soon.
It's like, you know, I'm pretty new to all, but it's like now it's time for the next step, the next evolution, right? And you know, and you said it the best. Why don't we just work together, like, and like almost combined forces or resources or whatever, and just, you know, be more one. And I think it benefits everybody. It benefits me mentally. It benefits you. It benefits the viewers. It benefits the park.
I think I was so afraid of you and, like, your success. If you remember, I was always so afraid to go to Wonderland because of it. And now it's almost like it's helped. Like, I've looked back at it, I'm like, well, now I'm ready.
To be honest. And you know, it was all very new to me, and I put my friend group through a lot. And I will fully admit that. I will fully own up to it. I put them through a lot. And it wasn't fair on them. It wasn't fair for me to put them through that. But you know what? I've really learned, and I'm trying to grow. I still have work to do, but I'm trying to grow personally. I'm trying to, you know, come up with better ideas, more professional content as well. And I really want to start working with everybody. Like, not every, but you know what I mean? Like, I really want to turn a new leaf. And, you know, we've come up with strategies and stuff and plans for the new year, like Brendan said. And we're really going to bring you the best we can bring.
Yeah, that's our goal. That's, like, our commitment. We're literally elevating ourselves now. And it's working. Like, this is crazy what we've created. And just, like, I used to have, like, my people that loved my content and my people that hated my content. And now it's, like, the people who hated my content have slowly, like... And it's all positive, and it's been so helpful to my mental health because, you saw, I was deteriorating. Like, every influencer and every YouTuber and anyone who makes content will be like, oh, you just gotta ignore the hate comments, you can't let it get to you. That's BS. It gets to you. It really gets to you, like, especially me, and you can't turn it off. Like, you can't. And I'm a Pisces, so I'm super sensitive. 2, I have mental health problems and I was bullied my whole life, so I'm super sensitive. And 3, I'm super sensitive. So it gets to me. But yeah, it's been great. It's been like 100% positive, which is crazy.
Yeah. I know my biggest flaw was when I went into it last year, like TikTok and stuff, I didn't have a plan. I didn't know what I was doing. But now that, you know, and everyone to thank, but really Brendan, who's talked to me so much and shared with me everything that he has, and with his help, you know, we've come up with this solution, this cohesive thing together.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for it.
Yeah. Go pee! No. I'm going to end the stream. Thank you so
Where
much.
are my stacks?
Oh, we got to read the random view. He sent a super chat. Glad to see you both thriving and having such fun. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Really does. Especially you. He's been a viewer since like day one. I always see his comments. But yeah. Thanks so much.
We'll
see you guys
soon.
in 5-10 minutes.
5-10 minutes.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Get a haircut.